Again, I was just going about my own thing, but the algorithm has been acting crazily ever since I uploaded the Mendeecees video. I can't even browse Instagram these days without coming across post after post about him. Then suddenly, I come into this Atlanta-based blogger who released even more exclusive audio recordings purportedly featuring Mendeecees conversing with his side lady. Now that Tasha K mentioned having a very trustworthy source, I'm beginning to believe this could be the one she was referring to. Because, listen, I didn't think Tasha K sounded like him in the initial tape that she released. After that, it sort of did, and then it didn't. About Be Honest, it had a really artificial intelligence-generated vibe about it. Very robotic and strange. There was something wrong with it. However, Mendeecees appeared totally unconcerned when he went live last night. I joined the live stream late, so by the time I pushed record, he was already finishing up, although he did mention perhaps involving his lawyers. Yandy, meanwhile, seems unconcerned. As if this tragedy didn't even touch her, she was out enjoying her birthday. To be honest, she probably didn't want this kind of drama on her birthday weekend. This is the point at when chaos ensues. That blogger I mentioned from Atlanta? It's Sweet Tea the Blog 22 on Instagram. As I mentioned earlier, they also released other audio recordings of Mendeecees conversing with this purported mistress. And these? He sounds just like them. In a moment, I'll let you all hear for themselves. The craziest aspect, though, is that the same blogger says Mendeecees was enjoying the posts that exposed him. Like, are you attempting to get caught, sir? Or is this just another love and hip-hop plot being played out? Sincerely, it's providing pre-written drama. Or perhaps, just possibly, he wishes to be apprehended. Perhaps he's waiting for you to ultimately break up with him, Yandy, and you refuse to do so. I have no idea what's happening anymore. Perhaps they're attempting to boost the ante and unseat Kirk and Rashida as the messiest couple. And look, it's crazy to take advantage of your relationship only to get a paycheck. Anyway, allow me to show you the receipts.
That's where I'm from. So is that a invite to get us? I meant to say I'll tell you what. Since you don't like posting social media, send it directly to me that way. Listen, I love like dating, watch TV, lay up, eat good food, sexual, I like everything. Everything. I'm you know, a super fan of someone that's like have like real high sex energy. And that's just the love to please. That'll make me match that energy. And keep up. I could definitely keep up. So I drink right when them time I feel like I want to perform. So I don't want to think about nothing but just put it down and you know.
So they putting me onto some shit that I need to do or they gonna do for me. So this is where they wanted to meet and talk. So I'm about to leave in a few minutes, but I just popped on live while I sit here and let them do their lawyer talk. You good? Yeah, over there, great. Yeah, I already know. Some of these bitches out the trouble. They're here to weigh them down. No, but around. I'm about to be out soon. Yeah, man. Nigga, I already know, nigga. I already know. Whenever you're ready, let me know, nigga. Alright, y'all. I'm holla.
He enjoys lounging, watching TV, and relaxing. And what do you know? I think so. You certainly do, sir. I'll wager that you do. Listen to these new audio snippets now, everyone. Compared to the ones Tasha K first released, they sound a lot more like Mendeecees. To put it simply, I have never found Mendeecees to be particularly stupid. Even though I don't know the man well, I don't get the impression that he's a careless cheater from the way he's carried himself throughout the years. He certainly gives off the vibes of a cheater, but he's not the kind to be irresponsible and get caught slipping. He's been calculating all along. Keep quiet, not very loud, the kind that moves silently. Therefore, I seriously doubt that he would be out here leaving voicemails like, "Hey, meet me later," or anything that leaves a trace if he did cheat, which I am certain he did. That's simply not his style. That's what I used to believe anyway. I'm giving this whole issue the side eye for precisely that reason. I mean, is this a genuine narrative, or is it just another love and hip-hop plot? Because of the way things are going, there is a lot of scripted chaos. However, I won't sit here and act as though people haven't been chatting about Mendeecees for a long. Baby, the streets have been chatting. There have been murmurs. Let's not play ourselves, but it's possible that part of this is purely tale filler. To keep things interesting this season, everywhere in the chaos, there's a glimmer of truth. Remember that Zell was the one who initially brought this to light. When Zell first revealed Mendeecees, people dismissed it as if it were a minor incident. And now suddenly, audio snippets appear. Exclusives are being dropped by bloggers. Jumping into the fray is Tasha K. Indeed, this season is becoming hotter. But nonetheless, you're actually out here doing dirt, Mendeecees. Completely blank. For a period, and several fresh receipts fell into my lap while I was finishing this film, darling. Furthermore, I may have to retract my earlier statement that he is not a careless cheater, since he undoubtedly left a trail. A brazen, untidy one. The scoop is as follows. The purported mistress was contacted by Sweet Tea the blog, the same blog. They also texted each other, and if you want to see them, they're right here. Would you like me to read them? You do, I see. Okay, let's leave. Hey, I know you want to stay anonymous, but could you give me a few dates that you met up with Mendeecees? Is how the blogger begins. I really don't want to say too much, but I was with him on March 15th, 2023. That day he filmed at Club Shaw, the putative mistress responds. I also saw him on February 3rd, 2023 in Las Vegas. Proofread, girl. Was he alone when you met up with him? The blogger then queries. No, he was with the gatekeeper, Shannon Styles Hollywood, the mistress replies. All okay, now wait. Oh, I see, the blogger responds. Now the dates make sense. Did Shannon also visit Las Vegas? Yes, they were there celebrating Shannon's cognac, the mistress adds. What a happy youngster. She says she has a video that shows she was there, as if that weren't enough. She kept her face hidden, but nevertheless, something is going on. Take a look at this. I was simply taking care of my own affairs once more. However, the algorithm has been acting strangely ever since. I uploaded that Mendeecees video. I can't even browse Instagram without coming across numerous posts about him. Subsequently, I discovered an Atlanta-based blogger who shared further exclusive audio recordings purportedly featuring Mendeecees conversing with his side woman. I'm beginning to believe that this is the person Tasha K meant when she stated that she had a very trustworthy source. Because of the first audio that Tasha released, see? I didn't think it sounded like him. After that, it sort of did, and then it didn't. To be honest, it sounded like a mess created by AI. Actual robotic. There was something strange about it. However, Mendeecees appeared completely unconcerned when he went live last night. I joined late, but he said he might involve his lawyers. By the time I pressed record then, he had just finished it. Yandy? Unbothered, too. As if this whole disaster hadn't even crossed her mind, she was out enjoying her birthday. To be honest, she probably didn't want this kind of drama over the weekend of her birthday. This is where things start to get extremely messy. That blogger I mentioned from Atlanta, it's a Sweet Tea the Blog 22 on Instagram. As I previously mentioned, they also shared other audio recordings of Mendeecees conversing with the putative mistress. And these? He sounds just like them. I'll give you everyone a moment to listen. The most outrageous element, though, is that the same writer asserts Mendeecees was enjoying the precise post that revealed him. As in, sir, are you attempting to avoid detection? Or is this simply a scene of hip-hop and love? Sincerely, it's making me feel like I want to be caught. Perhaps he's waiting for Yandy to leave him, but she refuses to do so. I have no idea anymore. Perhaps they're attempting to boost the ante and unseat Kirk and Rashida as the messiest couple. Who knows? One thing is certain, though. It's crazy to take advantage of your relationship in order to get money. Totally. Crazy. In any case, allow me to retrieve the remaining receipts.